Hello YouTube, this is just for STEM API case. Welcome to another tutorial. In this tutorial, we're going to continue where we left off in the last tutorial. As you remember, in the last tutorial, the last couple tutorials, we spent a lot of time on how to optimize our quota using the quota manager in order for us not to exceed the YouTube data API daily limit that we have. And the reason we spend so much time on this is because we're going to be using this API from YouTube in order to create some cool stuff with it. Because in this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to create an MCP server, YouTube Intelligence MCP Server, basically. So it's going to take content from YouTube, just like I did on my website. I showed you that a few tutorials ago, where we're able to copy and paste a URL from YouTube, and then we can either translate it or we can keep it in the original language, and then you are able to do all kinds of cool stuff. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go and watch my video. I show you how to do that. But the MCP is going to be doing this part right here, because it's going to be doing the same thing that I'm doing here with my website under the hood. The MCP is going to take the video and then it's going to apply intelligence on it, and it's going to be running an AI analysis report on that particular video. So this is what I'm going to be showing you in the next few tutorials. I'm going to show you how to create this MCP server. And for those of you that are not very familiar with the technology, this is a technology that was open sourced by Anthropic about 6 months ago. And they open sourced it, and it's really cool because you can do, it's basically an easier way to interact with the LLMs. I will be using Claude because I think it's a great model. And it shows you, if you want to learn more about it, you can go to this page. They also have this other page that tells you a lot about the protocol, and it's using RPC, JSON RPC protocol. That's the base protocol that it's using. So you have to basically abide by the JSON rules. And if you use Postman, you know what I'm talking about. It's very particular of how you have to set up the request. That's one gotcha that I must mention. If you want to learn more about the JSON RPC protocol, you can go here, and they do a pretty good job explaining what is JSON, what's RPC, and who uses and all that good stuff. But enough talking, let's just show you. I'm going to be showing you what we're going to be creating. Like, if you've watched the few tutorials that I have, I've been working on a tool that concentrates on artificial intelligence on real estate based in this area, in the Dominican Republic, Punta Cana and Bávaro. So what I'm doing is I'm creating a tool that is going to be this tool. I will show you how to do that, how to do all of this here. And basically it's going to generate these are the tools that I have right now. I have one that is generates an intelligence report tool, format the intelligence, search YouTube videos, analyze market segment, and so on and so on. And basically what you do is, instead, this is, by the way, I'm using MCP Inspector. I'm not using the Cloud Desktop. There's tons of videos on YouTube on how to use that. I don't want to just do another Cloud Desktop video. So I'm using MCP Inspector. I like it because you have more control of what's going on under the hood, and you easily debug. For those of you who don't know what MCP Inspector, there's a cool video on a crash course YouTube. He does a pretty good job explaining it, but basically you can use standard IO, you can use SSE, or you can use HTTP if you want to go externally. I'm gonna stick to standard IO for now, and we're gonna be running it with these arguments. And as you can see, it's right now it's connected, and this is what's running under the hood. So I just show you. This is what's running on another terminal, and this is right here. That's what's going on. Transport type, standard IO, as you can see, and then it's running with these arguments. It's a fast MCP server Pi. That's the Pi. This is what's happening under the hood, and I'll show you all that. Let me get this out of the way. And what it's going to do, the first thing you're going to do is generate a report, right? So in this case, I'm generating an intelligence report tool. So this is all the stuff that it's doing. I mean, all of this, the beauty of MCP's servers is you have total control of what you do and how you interact with the LLM, how you tweak it, how you do all that. In this case, that's what I'm doing, but in your case, it could be something different. So you need the title of the video. In this case, I'm using a real estate, just like I did in my other video. If you remember, I use this video right here. It's just an investment video on the Dominican Republic. And that's exactly what I'm doing here. Same thing. It's just taking the video and then applying. You need the title, you need the description, what the video is all about. Content is optional. Content type, investment, because this could be anything. Could be anything you want. I mean, in this case, I'm just using investment because that's the project that I'm working on, but you can do anything you want. How deep you want it to be. In this case, do you want a deep dive and be comprehensive, or you want something light, like I showed you in my last tutorial how to use light, so you use less quota, less token, not tokens, but units. You can do that. You have total control of that. You can determine what the output format is going to be. Is it you want a markdown, you want a JSON, do you want a chat type, like if you were interacting with the LLM on a chat box? You have complete control of that. And these are some of the options that I have here. You have markdown, you have chat summary, the concise. You can use JSON, or you can use PDF. Okay, in our case, we're going to be using markdown because I want to show you the report in pretty print. You can auto save, and this I tweaked it because I wanted to create a report under the hood, and so I don't have to be copying and pasting. So this is new. I added that, so but you don't have to. In this, I think it's cool because it will just auto save it. And this is what the schema, that is the output schema, what it's gonna do. And then let's run it so you see how it works. As you can see, it's running right here on the left here. And then it tells you here what happened. So it tells you that it ran, the output was formatted. And I'll show you all this, so don't worry about it if you are a little bit overwhelmed. We're gonna go in detail how to do all of these tools. And it tells you that the report was saved to the output directory, and this is the name of the file. And if we now go to that directory, that's the one right there. This is one that I did before, and this is the one right there. If you open it with text edit, you're gonna see that it's gonna be markdown. Even though it's text, you can see that is markdown. This is markdown format. So now you want to open it in nice pretty print. So let's do it with cursor, and it's gonna give you this report right here. So it's gonna give you, let's just make it pretty, and it's gonna give you this report. So this report is gonna have all of this stuff that you need. It's gonna have the name of the video, whatever video you chose. It's going to have the content type, in our case was investment, date of the analysis, the confidence score. What this is, if you remember from my last video, this is the config files, is this one right here. And you are able to determine what the sentiment weight, what the engagement weight, what the credibility weight. This can be tweaked. These are where all the weights are configured, basically. So this is the config file. It has your YouTube API key. You can configure how many videos you want, what the language, all of that. This is where it's done, and the output where you want it saved. In my case, I wanted the output directory. And all of that other stuff. If you watch my videos, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So that's what's happening there. And it's going to show you, it's going to do an intelligence report just like the one that I show you from my other application. This is my other application intelligence report. Of course, mine is a little bit more comprehensive because it's using a different stuff. It's very similar. Under the hood, they're very, very similar. They're using Claude under the hood. They're using the YouTube API. But in mine, it's more comprehensive because it's basically deeper. It's a deeper dive. But as you can see, the MCP does about 70% of what I'm doing in my other one. So that's pretty good. And I will be showing you how to create that from scratch. We're going to create the Conda environment, do everything from scratch. And by the time you're done, you're going to be able to have this MCP server working on your computer. But we'll do that in the next tutorial. This is the end of this tutorial. If you like this tutorial, please click the like box, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time with another tutorial. Take care.